Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making some cards using this Mermaid Coast paper, and I recently purchased this. I know it's an old paper pad or older paper pad. I think it's 3 or 4 hot buys ago. It was in the beginning of summer last year, 2016 I believe, or was it 2017? I don't know, but it's an older paper pad. So I think it was the beginning of 2017 that they had this out with their like spring collection. Anyway, I recently picked it up and I got it because it just made me happy because it's Mermaid, it's sea. And then I picked this up for $2, so we're going to be making some cards using these two things. These are the pages that we're going to be using. Seashells. Mermaid. Looks like she's on her throne. The dolphin's very cute. I like that one. Some seashells, bigger seashells, and these are like waves or ripples in the water. You know, if you took some glossy, not glossy accents, what is it called? Stickles, and you could put some shimmer where it's supposed to be like shimmer, and then some seahorses. And we have these colored papers. Paper's a tad bit on the flimsy side, so hopefully we can make this happen. This paper feels more weighted than the other paper, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these papers in half, and I believe that these are going to be A2 cards. I think that's a traditional size for a card, I think. I'm not sure. So I'll do one on camera and then I'll cut them all off and come back. Okay, so I've cut all the card bases in half. And here they are. And now I'm just cutting these down. Cutting one sliver down to 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, I believe. But I think this one's cut crooked. Yep, 4 1/8. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to do that one of those on camera as well. I think prep work for cards are probably the annoying part to card making, and so that's why it's, for me, in my opinion, I think it's very good to have some prefabricated stuff. You can just take your card bases, you can take your little sentiments and glue them on or staple them or whatever. But I do the prep work, drives me crazy. But I don't mind cutting paper. So that's what I'm doing. Cutting paper. You know, this doesn't really look like seashells. I think it looks like, what is it, a man of war or war? It's like a shell type. And it has it's a fighter shell. It looks like but it's a crab. It's called Man of War or something like that. And that's exactly what that little shell looks like. I guess the production of this paper makes it look like that. Or it could be whatever that name is. And then I'm going to cut all of these down to 5 1/4. I was just thinking that I measured this out perfectly. Excuse me, 5 1/8. Or is it 1/4? Let me see. I think it's 1/4, but we want to be sure. Yep. 5 1/4. No matter how many times I measure out, it just does not I think it's 5 3/8. Yep, that's what it is, 5 3/8. See? I done got in my head, and I'm like, no, no, no. But here we are. We are going to cut it. Yay. All right, we're going to go ahead and score these out. They're going to be scored to 4 1/4. I do like to score the cards because it folds over, in my opinion, a lot easier than it would me just bending a card. But if you're in a pinch, you don't really need to score it. You can always bend it. And I'm thinking that I am going to stamp some sentiments on the cards, but on the front, I think, and not in the inside, but we'll see. For some reason, whenever I am scoring, I always want to go to that halfway mark. Like, not everything is a half. So, and see, this Martha Stewart scoring board is for the advanced, because she just has numbers and then that's it. You have to know. But they do have a little guide in there for you, I guess. Nope, it just tells you how to cut. So I know some people have wrote on their board, which makes a lot of sense, versus not writing on your board and trying to figure it out. So some scoring boards have it, you know, wrote on, and some don't. This one does not. It just goes to 12. Then it has all the markings. You just got to know what they are. Thankfully, I have a cheat sheet, a cheat board. I can look at the other board first and then go from there. So we have that. We're going to use some tape, and we are going to go ahead and just pull out 5 really quickly. So as I've already complained about my paper trimmer, you can see the edges are kind of like scruffy. So if you really wanted to, you could get, if you have some decorative scissors, you can go and get some decorative scissors and cut down the side, you know, cut down one side and it will look fancy. You can use some dies to cut out the edges, paper punches, whatever you would need to make it look pretty. But I'm not going to do any of that, I don't think. I don't think it's affecting me that much. I don't think. We'll see. And I'm just trying to get this all out of the way. And now I'm just going to fold these over. And hopefully I scored it properly. Okay. See, this one is not scored properly. It's off. So, just gonna make those edges meet up, and I'll rescore it. I was way off on that one. And let's see, let's fix this side as well. Open it up, and you can barely see that score line, which is awesome. Hopefully I didn't do the other ones. I didn't screw the other ones up too bad. I did not. Yay. Hippie, skippy, hooray. Let's see. Sometimes it's easier to score your paper before you start cutting on it. Especially if you're someone like me who cuts rather crooked, even though you've measured it all out. This manila color is really flimsy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 right here. Okay, I was gonna say, did I score any of them right? But I did. Alright, so now what I want to do is I have the 5 card bases, and I want to come in and match these up a little bit. And I know that they all will not match, and that is okay, because I do like a little bit of contrast with them as well. But we're gonna see. This one can go on any of them, I believe. And then let's get these little seashells. Keep wanting to call them, excuse me, mermaids. But they're not mermaids, they're sea horses. Alright. So we got our 5. No, we got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, Brandy. But I was losing. I was like, I know I counted out 5 sheets. And I think I am going to round the corners just because, why not, right? You see me do this. I'll come back. Alright, so I've rounded my corners using a 1-inch punch. And at first I was using a 1/2 inch on this card base and that, and it just did not turn out right. So I just went ahead and used it on all of them. And let's just flip-flop some of these cards because I need the room. And somehow I have the TV on volume 1, even though I can't see it that well from where I'm sitting. It still is loud. And here we go with our placement. Okay. And that's pretty daggone good. And I didn't even put the lady upside down. I'm excited. Are you? So that's one card. Put it to the side. This, I think, looks pretty. Either way, of course. And let's see. That look good? Yep, looks great. This glue runner, or dot runner, whatever it's called, the replacement cartridge was on sale at Joann Fabric for the Joann Fabric before Black Friday sale and after Black Friday. I don't know about after Black Friday because I didn't go there. only went to 2 stores, and I really didn't go for the Black Friday sales because the deals were about the same before and after the holidays, and I did not go on Thanksgiving Day. We stayed home the whole entire day and just watched cartoons, ate potato chips, and then I cooked dinner. And I am from the South, but I do not believe in cooking through the night to have dinner ready for breakfast. I just don't believe in that. I know a lot of ladies and men grew up like that, and so they've instituted that in their household, but I do not do that. So we ate dinner around dinner time, which was 5 something. We had a regular breakfast and a regular lunch. Then we had dinner. Maybe as my son gets older, I will do that, because I did enjoy licking the spoon from when my mom would make the cake and pies and all that stuff. But I just think that for me, it's just, I like to sleep. I want to sleep at normal sleeping time. I don't want to be lethargic the day of Thanksgiving, the actual day. So I usually just cook all my food that day. I don't cook it ahead of time. But I know that people do, especially if you have a lot of people coming in. You send people with plates, or you cook 2 or 3 meals for that day. You know, my hat goes off to you, because it takes a special woman to do that kind of stuff. And I'm not that special, obviously, because I don't do it. But I may change that. Probably not. I've been doing it the way I've been doing it for a long time now. I just don't want to get up. And I think I have like boiled the eggs and the potatoes for potato salad at night, and then I have to worry about cooking the water out. I just don't like it. And I don't like overcooking the potatoes because they feel soggy when I have to peel them and mash them and drain the water out. I just don't care for it. I probably should use 2 browns, because I think this looks better brown. I'm not sure how this lighting is working out for you all. I bumped this table a few times while I wasn't crafting, and the baby's been messing with my lights because it's right next to the couch. So yeah, anywho, so I didn't go to Joann's for Black Friday or the day of Thanksgiving. I didn't do any of that. We just stayed home and hung out. So now what I'm going to do is going to take this, which I got in a magazine. I only got it for this. That magazine was a bit much, but I do think that buying those magazines are good. I think it's a good purchase. She had a lot of information. And I'm missing a stamp, which I don't like. Alright, so I'm going to use this Mermaid one for this one right here. And then I think I'll let your dreams sail away. We'll see. Alright, so these are the cards that we made. The compass one, and it says let your dreams set sail. I love that. And I decided to do it this way for the waves, of course. Then this one says, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. And I chose this one on the other one as well, even though it was messed up, because all these may look the same, but they're not. They're all different. Blank on the inside. Then this one with the mermaid. And it says, always be yourself. Unless you can be a mermaid, then always be a mermaid. Super cool. And this would be cool if I had maybe fussy cut out one of the mermaids on another paper, or stamped out a mermaid, or die cut a mermaid. But I think I'm going to try to keep all these plain and simple for the most part. And then this one I think is my favorite. I love the ombre of this paper. And on the other side is pink and brown kind of. And this one's blank on the inside, which is super cute. And then the last one that I screwed up on, which is this one. It's supposed to look like that, but I did this and I cut it. So I have two things now. I'm going to make this a tuck spot. So I'm going to cut this off and probably make it a tuck spot, or cut some pieces off to go in the junk journal that I'll make eventually. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and in the comment section below, let me know if you have the Mermaid Coast paper pad and what you've done with it, if you've done anything. Thank you all for watching. Happy crafting.